Hey, sure.
That has happened.
You want to talk about conflict zones ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗಳಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ
No,
ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ.
just to, if you want to wind up, I would just say, you asked me a question. ಏನು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಝೋನ್, ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋರ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಝೋನ್ಸ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ 20-30-4 ಜನರೇಷನ್ಗಳು ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸಮಾಜಗಳು, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟೀಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್. Now all of us have opinion on all the 3 zones. ನಕ್ಸಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ನಮಗಿದೆ, ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ನಮಗೂ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಣಿಪುರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ. But these conflicts cannot be shaped by external opinions. Right? What is happening with this is what's happening there is that these societies over a period of time are broken. We as external parties, but interested parties. Interested ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ. What role we can play is we have to play a role where we try to resolve the conflict and not fume emotions and make it worse. To see how we can democratically resolve conflicts. Right? Otherwise, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, what has happened in all these 3 conflict zones, I can tell you, there are 3 generations now who have witnessed to this, and 1 or 1.5 generation of people have never lived in peace. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ normalcy ಅನ್ನೋದು abnormal is normal, right? So they will not be in sync with your ideas of society or my ideas of society because they don't know what normal is. So we are moving towards this dangerous situation where you have group of societies who live in a very different or a parallel world of distress. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿನ ಬರೀ ಗಲಾಟೆ, ಗನ್ನು, ವಾರು, ರಕ್ತ, ಸಾವು ಇದು ಮಧ್ಯೆನೇ ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಸಪ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಎ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್, ಒಂದು ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Because people have no security, so they have to rely on their immediate oppressor for security. Oppressor need not be an armed force or a gangster. He can be the same village head. Oppressor can be the husband for security. So illi inta jagalalli we'll see a lot of sharp divides in between genders, between sub communities, between sub castes, and they would break within themselves. And this has a lot of socio-economic issues. When you can't come together as a community, there will be no economic development. In common ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು all over the world, ಒಂದು ನೋಡಿ, one simple thing I'll tell you, all over the world, in all conflict regions, including India, drug addiction is something which is very common. Right? People resort to abuse heroin, ganja, cocaine and such. Heroin mostly in conflict zones. Why? Because you have a bunch of youth who are born into conflict, who have nothing to do. They have no hope. Right? If you see, the Indian government had a report that stone pelters in Kashmir, some X%, a good number of them, were always high on drugs while pelting stones. It is correct. It is correct. But the question we have to ask is, why is this situation? And how do we come out of this? So any system which is in conflict for a long time will only deteriorate and break open. This is my opinion based on my experience.
ತುಂಬಾ ಸೋಬರಿಂಗ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅದು.
Thank you. And then there is a bigger aspect of sexual and gender-based violence in conflict. We can talk about this widely. This is my recent specialization and research. We are going to publish a major research shortly on this. MSF treats about 25,000 rape victims annually across the world.
And
Right?
actually, we don't see that as the face of a conflict zone, Alva, usually.
We don't see it as a face of conflict. We also don't see it as a face of health, as a health issue.
Mhm.
We see it as a law and order issue of sexual and gender-based violence, right? Um, and I'll share a link of our experiment of a clinic in Delhi where we are working since 5 years. But that's this sexual and gender-based violence is a huge issue in any kind of conflict across the world, which remains unaddressed and unspoken of.